Hi guys, Drew with Drew Talks. So I'm on my way to Sidney, Montana, driving all the way across the state from Helena. And I am going to be tabling at the Richland County Fair this week in Sidney for the Mises Caucus. I'm all packed and ready to go, and it should be a good time. So I made it to Sidney, and the wind was so terrible we weren't able to set up the booth tonight. So I'm gonna go over in the morning and try to get that set up. Hopefully all our literature won't blow away. So fingers crossed, tomorrow is gonna be a good day. Yay! This is nothing to do with my work, but I had to show you guys this. Look at that mastery. That is so close. Well engineered. Wow. All right, here we go. Day one of the fair. Hopefully we'll be able to set up this morning and it will go well. Day two of the fair. Things are going really well. I have on my fair dress and it's going to be a beautiful, very hot day. Day three.
Alright, wanna try it? Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's see what you got. Come on, Memphis. Memphis is gonna get to his all-time best right now. Come on, baby. Whoa!
It is the morning of day 4 and the final day of the Richland County Fair. And it has been a wonderful experience tabling for Mises here. And something interesting I've really noticed is we've had a lot of good response from teenagers and young people, very enthusiastic and excited about what we're doing. In dealing with people that are older and lean, very libertarian in their views, their main criticism is they say that we can't win. And I'm going to tell you something. I have been sitting in a booth with one other person, our local guy here in Sidney, and we've worked that booth besides setup from 11 to 10 every day for 4 days straight. The Democrats and Republicans also have booths, oftentimes that are left vacant, and they have a few people scheduled to go in and volunteer for a few hours here and there. Our numbers are smaller, but our people are way more passionate about what we are doing. This is why we are going to start winning. Our numbers are going to grow, but in the meantime, we have the active, the best educated, the people that are the most informed, that are passionate enough to sit in the hot sun or in the cold and rain, because we're outside, for 48 hours. And I find that really, really exciting. And when somebody tells me, well, if you guys start winning, I'll join, that kind of tells me what they're basically saying is when this becomes popular, I'll jump on board. So you got to ask yourself, do you want to be a leader or do you want to be a follower? Because leaders will go ahead and do something even if nobody else is, or they perceive nobody else is, whereas followers wait for it to become popular. Now, Montana is a land full of the grandchildren of pioneers and brave, brave people who just left things and went ahead and did what people said couldn't be done. And that is a rich heritage we have. So I think the Libertarian Party in Montana is going to continue to grow. I think it's going to be a strong force to be reckoned with. Montana has a history of doing things people don't seem or perceive to be possible. I think it's important to remember that we are the state, before women could even vote, that put a woman in Washington, D.C., Jeanette Rankin. And we will be the state where you're going to see libertarians start winning, because this state, no matter how much the political parties push for you to be so afraid you're not going to vote third party, this is the state where people vote candidates. They do not vote parties. So this is the state where things are going to start moving and shaking, and I am so excited to be part of the movement that is happening here. So I'm about to leave for day 4 at the fair. We're going to do the quilt raffle, and it's going to be a ton of fun. Richland County, Sidney, Montana, you have been so wonderful. Thanks. I know the lighting's really terrible. I just finished up at the fair. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. Great experience, and like any true libertarian event, it ended with some flashing lights from the cops and getting pulled over. Just kidding. But that is what happened. I had a headlight out. So I am driving back the morning after the fair. We're leaving Sidney, Montana. One cool story was a young guy in high school came up to us and said in his civics class they had had a mock election. The state had sent them some stuff to do an election for, I think it was the last presidential race. And the kid refused to participate because they only had 2 candidates on there, and he knew there were 3 running. So him and his civics teacher wrote a letter. He's from North Dakota, to the state of North Dakota, complaining about it, and they didn't hear back. But I thought that was very interesting that he was aware enough of elections that he knew there wasn't just 2 people on the ballot. And so I think this is a positive trend we're seeing in America today. The youth are less loyal to the establishments, to the 2-party system. The young people from the Ron Paul revolution are active, and our numbers are growing. And I gave out so many books on economics and common law, justice, and I'm really hoping we see some people reading those books and joining the party and hopefully changing this country. All right, that's it. Like, share, comment, dislike, and I'll see you on the next one.